All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into today's workout. And what we're going to do first is we are going to do tennis ball drop and catch. So if you have a drill mat, great. I'm going to put my feet on the edges and the back part of that drill mat, but most will not have this. So tape on the ground will be just fine. Just make sure that your feet are in a wide base, wider than your hips, wider than your shoulders, okay? So what we're doing on the tennis ball drop and catch is I'm going to be dribbling very low, okay, I'm doing my left hand first, and I am trying to aim right here at this number 1, okay? You can put a piece of tape on the ground or just try to be consistent where you're dribbling that, okay? And as I'm dribbling low, okay, I am dropping and catching that tennis ball. Okay, and what we're trying to do here is we're really trying to separate the left side and the right side of the body, and we're just trying to teach you to do different things with different sides of your body and train the brain, okay? So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the right side here, and we're gonna go 30 seconds of work on the right side, then we're gonna go 30 seconds of work on the left side. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and go into our next skill that we're going to work on, and we're going to work on partial step cone slides. Okay, again, we're going to have our feet here at the back corners of the mat. Again, if you don't have it, tape on the ground or just hold yourself accountable to having a wide base. Okay, And what we're going to do, we're going to start with this cone right here in the middle. Now you can use a water bottle and just move that water bottle back and forth. That'd be fine as well too. Okay. So I'm going to start with the ball in my right hand, and what we're going to do is we're going to get low. Okay. Now it doesn't need to be a squat. Okay. You're actually going to be moving at your hips right here. Okay. And grabbing that cone down here at the base, not up here with the fingertips, but grabbing it by the base or the middle part of that cone is going to make sure that you have a nice low inside shoulder and we're getting down. That's what we're practicing on here. So when you're dribbling, we're dribbling outside the frame of our body. We have our hand here on the cone, and I'm going to be stepping towards, okay, the number 2. So I'm taking a partial step. It's not a large step forward. We need to train ourselves to work in tight spaces in the game of basketball. And that's what this drill is teaching us, is to stay low and in tight spaces. And then once we advance the cone, we slide it, okay, then we go ahead, we come back to the beginning. We step, we slide, come back to the beginning. Step and slide, okay, and make it a aggressive step and slide. Try to slide that cone along the floor and just advance it straight out in front of you. Okay, so we're gonna go 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and go into the next skill. Now we're going to be talking about our shot and how we're going to be getting into our shot. These are called rhythm step-ins, and it's very important to teach this at a young age and practice a skill even when you are becoming more skilled, is moving towards the basket with your shot. A lot of times, if we're receiving a pass, we wait too long to step into our shot. We receive the pass and then we move our feet, which technically that could be considered a travel. And don't be surprised if referees call that on you, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving towards the basketball and both feet are going to be off the ground and we're attacking that basketball, okay? So I have my mat right here. You don't have to have a mat. You can have tape on the ground or just kind of use lines on the court to hold yourself accountable. But what I'm going to do, I have two different sets, okay? I have a set right here, okay? And I have a set up here. You can see my different numbers right there, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by doing a small rhythm step in first to my first couple set of dots here. So I'm going to spin the ball to myself. So that's a skill in itself, is we're going to spin, and when the ball's in the air, I'm going to move both feet into the air. So you really should be airborne. Both feet should be off the ground. Here's what it should not look like. It should not look like a spin, step, step, okay? Because when I did that, okay, I had one foot, I actually had both feet on the ground at the same time if I were to pause myself in that moment of time. Okay, so what I want is both feet to be off the ground and you are hopping, doing a 1-2 hop into your shot. So I spin, I go left, right, or I'm sorry, right, left, into my shot. Okay. Now, we do the same thing since I went right, left. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go left, right. Okay, so I get set up. It's just a small little hop. Okay, now it is left, right, up into our shot. Then, after you go ahead and you're going to make a set number of shots, which we'll talk about that later, from these short dots, and then we're going to extend our step and go a little bit further and attack into space even further. So it's going to look like this. Okay, so now we are going all the way up, and we're just being more aggressive going after that basketball, because sometimes you don't know how much space you're actually going to be working with. So let's do that again. Now let's go left, right. Okay, so I spin, left, right, up into that shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna make, okay, 5 of each. So I'm gonna go 5, where I go right, left, okay? I'm going to make 5 going left, right, okay? And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the far dot. So I'm gonna make 5 going right, left, up to the far dots, and then I'm gonna make 5 going left, right, to the far dots, okay? So let's go ahead. I'll record myself doing some of this, but you guys just make sure you're gonna make 20 total shots, and that's how it's gonna be broken up. All right, here we go. Okay, Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish at the rim. And today or this week, we're going to do a two-step finish. So a two-step finish is more referred to as a traditional layup. Since you were taught, since you were a little kid, right? You're gonna take 2 steps, go up into that layup. Where last week, we worked on, as soon as we pick up the ball, okay, it is boom, pick it up, and we go up into our layup on the very first step. So instead of thinking there's a correct foot and an incorrect foot to jump off of to do layups, we want to start just being able to react to what the defense is giving us, okay? Having the ability to make a layup, okay, if I need to go off of my first step, or if I have enough time to go ahead, boom, boom, and comfortably get into a two-step finish, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I have my mat set up here. You don't have to have a mat, but if you have a dot, that is helpful. So a target, put something on the ground. And I'm gonna get here to the elbow, and then I'm going to attack, okay? And just knowing, okay, that my outside foot is going to hit first. So it's going to be outside, inside, and going up into that layup, okay? So my inside foot, that is the one where is gonna land on the mat, okay? So I just come back here each and every time, okay? I go here. And notice, as I'm going up into that layup, I'm protecting that ball on the outside of my body, almost like, you're putting it up here like you're answering the phone, right? You don't want to get in here into traffic and go left, right, and swing that ball to the inside so the defense can swipe at it. So I really want you to focus on that, okay? So here we go. We're gonna make 20 on the left, and we're gonna make 20 on the right. Here we go. Okay, same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna go to right-handed layups or vice versa. So now I have my target on the ground. Remember, it's outside, inside. Okay, so my goal is to have it be a two-step finish, okay, going in. So it's going to look right, left, and go up into that layup, keeping that ball protected up here like you're answering that phone call. All right, here we go. Make 20. Ready, set, go.